Jai Shri Ram. So today we begin Canto 33. What is it about? Surpanakha twits Ravan. Getting highly enraged, the afflicted Surpanakha then addressed the following harsh words to Ravan, who made people cry by his tyranny and oppression in the midst of his ministers. Being strongly attached to sense or enjoyments, licentious and unbridled, you do not perceive the frightful danger that has cropped up and which ought to be perceived. The people do not hold in high esteem a rapacious monarch attached to vulgar sense enjoyments and acting according to his will, any more than the fire in a crematorium. That monarch who does not personally attend to his affairs gets ruined without doubt along with his kingdom as well as those affairs. People shun from a distance the king who has not appointed spies is difficult to behold for his subjects and is not self-dependent, even as elephants shun the mud in a river. Those rulers of men who do not reclaim a territory which is no longer under their control do not shine through prosperity any more than mountains submerged in an ocean. Having entered into a conflict with gods, Gandharvas and demons who are masters of their self and having not appointed spies, how can you hope to continue as king, fickle as you are? You are undoubtedly childish of disposition and devoid of intelligence and do not know what ought to be known. O ogre, how then will you continue to be a king? Those rulers of men whose spies and coffers and policy are not under their control, O jewel among the victorious, are as good as laymen, because rulers of men are able to perceive all remote things through their spies, hence they are called far-sighted. I firmly believe you have not appointed spies in your kingdom, inasmuch as you, being assisted by untutored counselors, do not know of your own people having been killed and the area inhabited by them devastated. 14,000 ogres of terrible deeds, as also Khara with Dushana, have been made short work of by Ram single-handed. An assurance of safety has been vouchsafed to rishis, the seers of Vedic mantras. The forest of Dandak has been rendered secure for them, and Janasthana devastated by Ram of unwearied action. You, on the other hand, are avaricious, careless, and a slave of passion, inasmuch as you do not perceive the danger that has cropped up in your own territory. O ogre, all beings decline to rush in succor of a monarch in distress who is severe, niggardly, careless, proud, and deceitful. Even his own people kill in adversity. A man or a ruler of men excessively vain, worth disowning, and egoistic. A king who does not perform his duties and is not apprehensive even in the face of dangers is soon deprived of his kingdom and reduced to a wretched condition and becomes no more worth than straw in this world. Some purpose may be served by dry piece of wood, even clods and dust, but no purpose can be served by monarchs fallen from their position. Sorry. Just as a used garment or a squeezed garland becomes useless for others, so even a powerful king deprived of his kingdom becomes useless. That king who is vigilant, knows everything about himself and his enemy, whose senses are fully controlled, who recognizes the services of others and is pious by disposition, continues on his throne for long. That king who, though fast asleep with his eyes closed, remains awake with his eye of prudence wide open, and whose frown and favor are manifest in the form of punishment and reward, is honored by the people. You, however, O Ravan, are silly and utterly destitute of all these virtues, inasmuch as the great slaughter of ogres has remained unknown to your spies. Showing disrespect to others, full of attachment to the pleasures of sense, not knowing in reality the right division of time and place, and having never applied your mind to the task of determining the merits and demerits of a thing or proposition, you will find your sovereignty endangered and perish soon. Examining with his mind his own weaknesses recounted by her, the celebrated Ravan, the lord of night stalkers, possessed as he was of opulence, vanity and might, reflected for long. Thus ends Canto 33 in the Aranyakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Jai Shri Ram.